Hello learners, welcome back. Today in this video, we would start with multiplication and division of complex numbers with an example. So in my previous video, we have already come across powers of I. So after we know what are powers of I and how do you denote powers of I and how do you work with powers of I, multiplication and division of complex numbers are done. So come, let's get a look of what multiplication is with an example. So if I consider Z1 is equal to 2 plus 3i and Z2 is equal to 3 plus 2i. Multiplication of two complex numbers can be done this way: 2 plus 3i into 3 plus 2i. Okay. So in my previous video, I was mentioning about binomial multiplication over and over again. So what do you mean by binomial multiplication? Inside bracket, if I have two terms, then it is called a binomial. So when I expand two binomials, then it becomes expansion or multiplication of binomials. So first, I will take the first element of the first bracket, multiplied with the second bracket entirely. Next, I take second element of the first bracket, multiplied entirely with the second bracket. Now, I start expanding the bracket, which means I start multiplying it. So 3 2s are 6 plus 2 into 2 will give me 4i plus 3 3s are 9i plus 6i square. We all know that I square is equal to minus 1. Substitute it here. So 6 plus 9i plus 4i is equal to 13i plus 6 into minus 1. So this will give me 6 plus 13i minus 6. So here my 6 and minus 6 will get cancelled. So your answer is 13i. But we all know that in complex numbers, whatever answer you get should always resemble my general expansion. What is my general expansion of writing a complex number? A plus IB. This is how you denote a complex number, correct? Now, I have only got my imaginary term, that is 13i. My real term is not there, it is not visible. So in that case, how do I write my complex number in terms of A plus IB? Real term will be denoted as 0 and complex term, my imaginary term here is nothing but 13i. So 13i will be written in the place of imaginary term. So therefore my complex number is written as 0 plus 13i, where 0 becomes my real part. And one more thing, all my viewers, please do understand, how do I denote my real part? Real part is denoted like this, RE of Z, and this is called as imaginary part of Z, which will tell me that it is my imaginary part. Okay, hope you all understood how to multiply two complex numbers. Now we will move on to the next part, that is division of complex numbers. We will take the same example to divide Z1 and Z2. So Z1 and Z2 are again the same elements. It's just that I have to divide. So dividing, I can write it as Z1 divided by Z2 as Z1 divided by Z2 as 2 plus 3i divided by 3 plus 2i. Now, here the concept of division is a little different. So in my denominator, I have it as 3 plus 2i. We all know that I is equal to square root of minus 1, and in our lower grades, we have already studied that in the denominator, if I have a root, I have to rationalize the denominator, correct? So in that case, what am I doing? In the denominator, since I value is equal to square root of minus 1, I will rationalize the denominator. How do I rationalize the denominator? I will multiply both numerator and denominator of this particular expression by what? Opposite side of the denominator. Okay, so this can be written as into 3 minus 2i divided by 3 minus 2i. So 3 plus 2i is divided this way. Now numerator, again I will get this as 2 plus 3i into 3 minus 2i, and in the denominator I have 3 plus 2i, 3 minus 2i. So denominator terms resembles a plus b into a minus b formula. So what is a plus b into a minus b? This is nothing but a square minus b square. Substituting in the denominator, I will get a square as 3 square minus b square as 2i the whole square. Now again, numerator resembles binomial multiplication. So I will start multiplying the terms. First term of the first bracket multiplied with the entire second term, 3 minus 2i. Then I have the second term plus 3i of the first bracket into second bracket divided by, I have 3 square as 9 minus 2i the whole square. 2 square is nothing but 4. I square is nothing but minus 1. So I get this as minus 4 into minus 1. So now I will just expand the bracket. I get this as 6 minus 4i plus 9i minus 6i square divided by 9 minus plus 4. So this can be further written as 6 minus 4i plus 9i will give me plus 5i minus 6 into minus 1, because we know I square is equal to minus 1 divided by 13. Further, if I simplify this particular problem at this step, what will I get? 6 plus 5i plus 6 divided by 13. Now 6 and 6 will give me 12 plus 5i divided by 13. So now my final answer for Z1 divided by Z2 is 12 plus 5i divided by 13. But does it resemble of the form Z is equal to a plus ib? Think. No, right? No? Please see the answer very carefully. Whatever term is there in the denominator, okay, 13 is there in the denominator, and in my numerator I have two terms which are separated by a plus sign, correct? So in that case, 13 is eligible for my first term and 13 is eligible for my second term as well. So can I write this as 12 by 13 plus 5i divided by 13? Yes, correct. I can write this of the form 12 by 13 plus 5i divided by 13. This obviously resembles A, and this entire term, which is 5 divided by 13, resembles B. So obviously we have written 12 plus 5i divided by 13 in the form of a plus ib, which is my complex number. So please bear in mind, all my learners, whichever complex number problems you do, your final answer should be of the form z is equal to a plus ib, where a resembles your real term, b resembles your imaginary term, okay, B resembles my imaginary term. Both A and B will be real numbers. Very, very important. Hope this concept is very clear to you all. So after the concept of multiplication and division, we come to one more very important concept, which is called as additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. Problems on these are very much asked. Now, what do you mean by additive inverse? See, for example, if I have a complex number, z is equal to 3 plus 2i. Okay? Now, additive inverse is nothing but minus of z. So when I have a minus sign with z, obviously RHS also I will have a minus sign. So which means minus of 3 plus 2i will give me minus 3 minus 2i. So therefore, additive inverse of 3 plus 2i is minus 3 minus 2i. Understood? Additive inverse of a complex number will always be with the opposite sign, with an opposite sign here. So if z is additive inverse, minus z will be inverse of my addition. Understood? I hope this is clear. Similarly, one more example if I would give you. So for example, if I have z is equal to 6 plus square root of 3i. Okay, what will be my additive inverse? Minus z, which is equal to minus of 6 plus square root of 3i. Okay, so this can be further written as minus 6 minus square root of 3i. So what would be my concluding statement? Additive inverse of 6 plus root 3i is nothing but minus 6 minus root 3i. Understood? Now again, whatever answer I have got is obviously in the form of a plus ib, where a is equal to minus 6 and b is equal to minus 3. So I hope concept on additive inverse is clear to you all. Now one more bit, that is multiplicative inverse. We will finish this off and then we can start off with exercise problems. So what do you mean by multiplicative inverse? What do you mean by multiplicative inverse? So for example, if I have z is equal to 4 plus 2i, okay, multiplicative inverse will be 1 by z. So if it is 1 by z, the given complex number can be written as 1 divided by 4 plus 2i. Understood? But when I talk about division, please be very careful, my learners. In my denominator, I shouldn't have a square root symbol. If I have a square root symbol, I will have to rationalize. Obviously, when I have an I term here, I have to rationalize. So when I rationalize, I will get this as 4 minus 2i divided by 4 minus 2i. Again, start multiplying the terms in the numerator. I will get this as 4 minus 2i divided by 4 plus 2i into 4 minus 2i. Again resembles a plus b into a minus b, which is a square minus b square. So substitute. So a square minus b square is 16 minus 2i the whole square. So this can be written as 4 minus 2i divided by 16 minus 4 into I square is how much? Minus 1. So I will substitute this as minus 1. So further if I simplify, I will get this as 4 minus 2i divided by 16 plus 4. So 16 plus 4 is going to give me 20. Correct? So my final answer 4 minus 2i divided by 20. Is it my final answer? No. This has to resemble z is equal to a plus ib form. So in that case, as I have explained you a little while ago, denominator is applicable to both the terms in the numerator. So I can write this as 4 by 20 minus 2i divided by 20. But my term in the denominator obviously cancels my numerator, correct? Yes. So therefore, this cancels 5 times, this cancels once, this cancels 10 times. So I get my final value as 1 by 5 plus I divided by 10, where my A value is 1 by 5 and B value is equal to 1 divided by 10. Hope everybody has followed, and if you are all following my videos, please like, share and subscribe so that you get a hang of these concepts very clearly, because we all know, my dear learners, that concept is our strength. If concept is strong, then anything can be done. So hope you are all enjoying my videos and getting your concepts strong. Please stay tuned for the next part of the video on this chapter. Thank you all.